Okay, guys, so today we are learning about something that I do not usually talk about so much. Okay, we are on two different platforms right now. We are currently recording for YouTube and we are currently recording for Anchor, the podcast, right? We're talking about Azo dies, and I was talking about this with one of my friends earlier, and we're going to get into it right now. So, what is an azo dye anyway? Well, it's a dye, literally. Here on the right on the video, it shows that azo dyes are organic compounds bearing the functional group Rn equals NR. Looks like a little apostrophe up there, but whatever. In which R and R apostrophe are usually acryl and substituted or aryl groups. They are commercially important family of azo compounds. Example, compounds containing the C minus N equals N minus C linkage. Azo dyes are synthetic dyes and do not occur naturally. Interesting. Now, that doesn't mean a lot to us, right? But what does mean a lot is that they're dyes. So, what I know, they're used in shirts and pants and clothes in general to give them color, right? So we're on Wikipedia here and say exactly what we said earlier, but let's go ahead and skip to some important parts, right? Okay, so classes, physical properties, structure, and bonding. That's interesting. Okay, as a consequence of N minus delocalization, aryl azo compounds have vivid colors, especially reds, oranges, and yellows. An example is disperse orange 1. Some azo compounds, example methyl orange, are used as an acid base indicators. Okay, so this requires a lot of chemistry to understand, but what we're trying to get to is what are they and why does it matter, right? But we're going to look at this biodegradation. In order for dyes to be useful, they must possess a high degree of chemical and photolytic stability. As a result of the stability, photolysis is not considered to be a degradation pathway for azo dyes. In order to prolong the lifetime of products with azo dyes, dyed with azo dyes, it is essential to ensure stability against microbial attack. In tests have shown that azo dyes biodegrade negligibly in short-term tests under aerobic conditions without oxygen, I believe. Under anaerobic conditions, however, discoloration may be observed as a consequence of biodegradation. What the heck? I don't even understand that. But many azo pigments are non-toxic, although such as, oh my goodness, I'm not even want to read all this stuff. But something orange, ortho neoraline orange, pigment orange 1, 2, and 5 are mutagenic and carcinogenic. What does mutagenic mean? Oh, here it is. In genetics, a mutagen is a physical or chemical agent that permanently changes genetic material, usually DNA, in an organism and thus increases the frequencies of mutations above the natural background level. As many mutations can cause cancer in animals, and then it continues on. That's crazy. Carcinogenic, we already know about that, but let's see it anyway, right? A carcinogen is any substance, nuclei, or radiation that promotes carcinogenesis. This may be due to the ability to damage the genome or the disruption of cellular metabolic processes. Several radioactive substances are considered carcinogens. Okay. And then we can keep going if we wanted to, but what we're really trying to get into is how azo dyes are dangerous. And as you can see, those two things right then and there said exactly why they are dangerous. Mutagenic properties. It can alter your DNA permanently and make mutations more often than what is usual, right? So, and then carcinogens, carcinogen, You get it. Long story short, can cause cancer. Both of them can cause cancer. Both of those mutagenic and carcinogenic. So the European regulation. Certain azo-dyes degrade under reductive conditions to release any of a group, or define aromatic amines. Consumer good which contain listed aromatic amines originated from azo-dyes were prohibited from manufacture and sale in the European Union countries in September 2003. That's a long time ago, literally 20 years ago, almost anyway, as only a small number of dyes containing equally small number of amines, relatively few products were affected. Okay, that's good. Okay, so when it comes to azo dye, Wikipedia actually doesn't have so much information, but here's this thing right here people also ask in the search section on Google. Why azo dyes are banned. Azo dyes may contain any of more than 20 carcinogenic amines listed under California's Proposition 65, requiring the state to publish a list of chemicals known to cause cancer, birth defects, or other reproductive harm. These carcinogens have been banned in China, Japan, India, Vietnam, and the European nation. That's a lot of different countries, a lot of big countries that are like up to speed on news, right? Okay, so that's important. We're in the United States. We don't ban much. And a lot of other stuff that's banned over there are things like Red 40, food coloring. And it's pretty interesting that it's always like the color of something that creates cancer. So it's like you don't get orange for free, you don't get yellow for free, you don't get blue for free. You can't just make colors up. I mean, you can if you do it the right way, but truthfully, the commercially cheap way is the way that's hurting us. So, are azo dyes banned in the U.S.? Azo dyes are banned in the U.S.? In the United States, there are no specific regulations that explicitly restrict azo dyes. Instead, various aromatic amines that cleave from azo dyes are restricted or banned. Are azo dyes still used in food? Whoa, I didn't even know. Hold up. There are currently 11 azo dyes that are typically used in food. Tartrazine, yellow 2G, sunset yellow. All these weird, not specific, very specific colors, non-broad colors. Are azo dyes cancers? Okay. Long story short, yes. Okay. What food dyes are banned in the U.S.? More than 30 years ago, the Food and Drug Administration told the cosmetics industry that it could no longer use an artificial color called FD&C, red number 3, also known as red dye number 3. That's because high doses of it have been found to cause cancer in animals. Well, little did everyone know that I think it's called red 4, yellow 5. You know what I'm saying? Those things are still cancer causing, and it's okay over here. Why are Ritz crackers banned in Europe? Now this is interesting. Its namesake cracker contains partially hydrogenated cottonseed oil, which is a trans fat that is currently banned domestically and is limited in many other countries like Switzerland, Austria, Hungary, Iceland, Norway, and Denmark. Well, what? Gatorade. Now I'm just going in a rabbit hole right now. Okay. Yep. See, yellow number 5 and 6, both of which are banned in food for infants and children in the European Union and must carry a warning label if present in food or drinks according to slate. That's good. And the same thing like Pop-Tarts, Skittles, Pop-Tarts, and all that stuff. Little Debbie products like that are banned in the European Union because they contain the dyes like yellow 5, 6, and red 40. That's the one specifically I was looking for. So, long story short, I'm going in a rabbit hole right now, but these dyes are just dangerous. You don't get colors for free. It might seem like you do because it comes without the price tag on the food, but that stuff is legitimately bad for you. It's not good at all, and it can really get you. It'll mess up your DNA, and that's what a lot of stuff is out here doing right now, damaging your DNA. When your DNA is damaged, who knows what's going to happen? You know what I mean? Everybody, cancer is the easiest thing to say that's going to happen next, right? But it could be something else that you don't even know, never think about. Just like opportunistic things could happen when it comes to pathogens, because if your DNA is damaged, that means your body's not up to par. If your body's not up to par, you catch a common cold, you could go down easier than you should. And just got to be careful for things like this, man. And I don't even know everything about azo dyes. I just know that it's in many clothes. So let's just look in azo dyes in clothes. Azo dyes are a type of direct dye, meaning they color the fibers directly, which eliminates the need for a mordant. Azo dyes are one of the main types of dyes used by the textile industry. They are known to be potential carcinogens. And that's crazy. So, how many, let's look up how many clothes have azo dyes. Are they used in clothing? That's for sure, but okay. Azo dyes represent the most commonly used group of dyes in textile industry. And then they keep on saying like all these different types. I don't even know, like I don't know all that stuff. I just wanted to see like a percentage maybe. But well, maybe the percentage is so high. Hold up, what's this? Azo dyes represent the most commonly used group of dyes in the textile industry. And way down here, they were reported to constitute 60 to 70% of all dye stuff concerning textile production. That was in 2016. That's a lot. 60 to 70%. So due to the economical efficiency and usability of azo dyes, they are widely used in the textile industry to give vibrant colors to materials such as cotton, silk, wool, leather, and other fibers. Furthermore, azo dyes are also used in paints, plastic, and rubber. That's a lot. I didn't even know that part. Who would have? You could guess at that point, right? Oh, here we go. What percentage of dyes are azo? So yeah, 60 to 70% of all dyes used and are the most important chemical class of dyes. So yeah, it's pretty ridiculously high in the amount of azo dyes that we get in our clothes. As I sit here right now, I'm wearing a pink. I'm wearing this actually, my Tom and Jerry shirt. It's red letters, pink background, Tom, Jerry colored up. And I'm certain that this isn't, they got azo dyes in this. This shirt was like $8 at the store. So I guess the thing that you could do to try to prevent azo dye from harming you is try to buy 100% cotton white shirts. And I want to see like what color are shirts before they are dyed. If it's cotton, I'm gonna guess white. What color are shirts before azo dyes? You've been paying attention, huh? Search bar. Okay. Without. What color are shirts without dyes? I'm just gonna look at without dyes. All American organic cotton t-shirts, no bleach or dye. Definitely white. And wow, that's crazy. That's obvious. So that's good. But if you wanna, get the shirts, I'm not gonna lie, maybe you gotta go rich people's style and just wear one boring shirt all day, all night. Not one, but one type with many different, with many different types.